These presidential planes can survive nuclear war, dodge missiles, and stay airborne for days without landing. These are the most expensive presidential jets in the world. Number 7. Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It was supposed to be a statement, a sleek, cutting-edge jet built for long-range diplomacy. It had the speed, the security, and the luxury expected from a presidential aircraft. It didn't last long. The aircraft came with a private presidential suite, meeting rooms, and secure communication systems, ensuring that Mexico's leadership could govern from anywhere in the world. But just 6 years later, the newly elected president refused to set foot on it. To Andrés Manuel López Obrador, this wasn't a tool for leadership. It was an unnecessary display of wealth. He saw no point in using a jet that cost more than the budgets of some government programs. Commercial flights would do just fine. Selling it, however, proved harder than expected. For years, Mexico's government tried to find a buyer with zero success. At one point, they even turned it into a lottery prize, offering the jet as a grand reward to one lucky citizen. It was a bizarre move and it didn't work. Eventually, in 2023, Mexico cut its losses. The Dreamliner was sold to Tajikistan for just $92 million, wiping out more than half of its original value. A jet designed for global diplomacy had spent more time parked than in the air, and in the end, it was quietly sent away, becoming someone else's problem. They tried everything from selling it outright to raffling it off in a national lottery, but the next plane? Let's just say its owner spent more money on gold plating than some nations spend on healthcare. Number 6. Sultan of Brunei's Boeing 747-430 is one of the most extravagant private jets ever built. Unlike most government aircraft, it has no military-grade security or high-tech command systems. Instead, it's a flying display of wealth, customized to reflect the power of one of the richest monarchs in the world. Why stop at leather seats when you can go full gold sync mode? Because obviously if you have a golden faucet, you're practically invincible, right? The jet was originally purchased for $100 million, but the Sultan spent another $120 million on modifications. Every inch of the interior is designed for luxury. Gold-plated fixtures, hand-woven silk carpets, and custom leather seating turn the aircraft into a personal palace in the sky. A banquet hall, private lounges, and a master suite replace what would normally be reserved for mission control and secure communications. It's not built for defense or strategy. It doesn't need to be. The Sultan moves with an entire fleet of luxury aircraft, and this 747 is the crown jewel of his collection. For all its luxury, this jet has one major flaw. It offers no real protection. If a crisis happened mid-flight, it wouldn't stand a chance against modern threats. Security? When you're this wealthy, maybe the thought is, if trouble comes, just throw gold bricks at it. It's the perfect plane if your biggest concern mid-flight is whether the carpet is hand-woven enough. While the Sultan turned his aircraft into a flying estate, the next jet was designed to keep a nation running, even at 40,000 feet. It was built for precision and security, yet a single mechanical failure nearly shattered its reputation. Stick around to see how an electrical failure nearly grounded one of Europe's most important leaders. Number 5. Germany's Airbus A340-313, known as Konrad Adenauer, was designed with one goal: to serve as a symbol of strength and diplomacy. This aircraft isn't a luxury showpiece or a flying palace. It's a tool of governance, built to handle high-level diplomatic missions and international relations with precision. At $260 million, the jet was equipped with everything needed for global leadership: secure communication systems, private offices, and meeting rooms. For over a decade, it served as the official transport for Germany's chancellor and other key government officials. The interior was simple yet sophisticated. Private suites for rest, meeting rooms for state business, and high-tech systems ensured that those on board could govern the country from the air. But despite its advanced systems, this jet wasn't immune to failure. In 2018, while en route to the G20 summit, the A340-313 suffered a critical electrical malfunction that forced the plane to turn back and make an emergency landing in Cologne. When you're running late to a G20 summit because your high-tech aircraft decided to take a break, that's just next-level irony. The delay caused Chancellor Angela Merkel to miss part of the summit, and the incident raised questions about the plane's reliability. Mechanical issues in midair? Guess even cutting-edge technology can have an off day. Despite the plane's eventual retirement in 2023, the A340-313 had its moments of service. But with newer, more efficient models becoming available, it's clear that even the best tools eventually face their limits. Mechanical failures can embarrass even the most prepared governments. But what happens when a presidential plane is built for absolute efficiency instead of gold sinks and crystal chandeliers? Number 4, Boeing 777-300ER, $260 million, Bangladesh. The The Boeing 777-300ER might not boast gold-plated sinks or lavish lounges, but for Bangladesh, it was the perfect fit. At $260 million, this jet was built with a singular purpose: efficiency. While most presidential aircraft are focused on luxury or security, the 777-300ER combines modern technology with practical design. The aircraft was chosen by the Bangladeshi government to transport officials across the globe, and it's a real workhorse, capable of flying non-stop for thousands of miles. While everyone else was busy installing gold sinks, Bangladesh said, "How about we just fly where we need to without stopping?" Revolutionary. Inside, there's no over-the-top extravagance. Instead, the jet is designed for comfort and functionality. Spacious seating for government officials, a dedicated workspace for official meetings, secure communication systems to maintain contact with the country's leadership no matter where they are. The 777-300ER's advanced fuel efficiency also means fewer stops, saving valuable time on long-haul trips. It's built to get the job done without any unnecessary frills. While the jet serves as a cost-effective solution for Bangladesh's leadership, the next plane on this list was built for prestige and pure excess. It redefined the idea of a presidential aircraft, a statement of wealth and power from one of the richest countries in the world. Number 3. For Jordan, having a presidential jet wasn't just about luxury, it was about making a statement on the world stage. The Airbus A340-600, worth $275 million, was chosen to represent the country's leadership with elegance and power, making it one of the most capable aircraft in the sky. This aircraft wasn't designed to sit idle in a hangar. Its long-range capabilities made it perfect for international diplomacy, allowing Jordan's king to travel non-stop between continents. Powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 500 engines, it could easily carry top officials and heavy cargo across long distances without a single fuel stop. Inside, it wasn't about extravagance, but about providing a functional and comfortable space for work and rest. Private suites for the royal family to relax during long flights, meeting rooms and conference facilities for conducting state business mid-air, high-tech communication systems to keep the leadership connected no matter where they flew. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just trying to get free peanuts on commercial flights. Despite its impressive features, there was one significant drawback: the operating costs. The A340-600's 4-engine setup made it expensive to maintain and less fuel efficient compared to newer twin-engine jets. With countries now opting for more cost-efficient alternatives, the future of this aircraft is in question. Will Jordan keep this symbol of power, or will they retire it for something that costs less to operate? Speaking of cost, the next plane redefines the idea of blank check, a $600 million project so big it never actually took off. Number 2. When Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia set out to buy a private jet, he didn't want just another luxury aircraft. He wanted something unmatched in scale and extravagance. That's how he ended up ordering a customized Airbus A380, the world's largest passenger plane, with plans to transform it into a $600 million flying palace. This was no ordinary upgrade. While the base price for an Airbus A380 is around $300 million, the prince spent an additional $200 million to make it the most opulent jet ever designed. The plane was going to have everything you'd expect in a royal residence: a concert hall where live music could be performed during the flight, a Turkish bath for ultimate relaxation in the sky, a full garage to bring his Rolls-Royce wherever he traveled, a prayer room that would rotate automatically to face Mecca no matter where the plane was flying. Plans were in place for luxurious bedrooms, a dining room, and meeting spaces, each designed to cater to the needs of the prince and his guests. However, despite the lavish plans and unbelievable customization, the A380 was never delivered. In 2013, Prince Al-Walid quietly sold the plane without ever taking ownership. Some believe it was due to the massive costs associated with operating such a large aircraft. Others suggest that he simply changed his mind about the project. The world's largest private jet, never flown, and the prince's dream of the ultimate luxury turned into a quiet financial decision. Concert halls, Turkish baths, and a rotating prayer room? This plane would have been the epitome of flying luxury. But the number 1 jet on our list wasn't built to dazzle. It was built to survive. Well, almost anything. Number 1. Air Force One, $660 million, United States. Air Force One is more than just a jet. It's a symbol of American power, an aircraft so advanced that it's designed to keep the President of the United States safe no matter the situation. At a staggering $660 million, this plane doesn't just provide luxury, it's built to ensure that the leader of the free world can operate and survive, even in the most dangerous scenarios. The VC-25A, the current model used for Air Force One, is based on a Boeing 747-200B, but it's been extensively modified to meet the most stringent security standards. Inside, it's more like a flying command center than a private jet. State-of-the-art communication systems that allow the president to conduct international diplomacy and manage the country's military while thousands of feet in the air. Advanced defense systems that provide protection against electromagnetic pulses, missiles, and any airborne threat. A medical suite capable of performing surgeries in case of an emergency. But with all this technology, Air Force One is also built to withstand the unthinkable. It's designed to survive a nuclear attack. Its EMP shielding keeps it flying even if other communication systems are knocked out. However, the plane hasn't come without its own set of challenges. The $4 billion contract to build 2 new aircraft has been marked by delays and cost overruns, pushing the delivery of new VC-25B planes to 2027. At the same time, Boeing has lost billions on this project, and the cost of maintaining such a technologically advanced fleet has raised many questions about the sustainability of such a luxurious, high-security aircraft. Despite the setbacks, Air Force One is still the gold standard for presidential air travel, and it's likely to remain the most secure and advanced presidential jet for decades. So, which approach do you prefer? A gold-plated sky palace or a plane that can survive the apocalypse? Well, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time, Please subscribe. I want to hit 1,000 subs in the next 10 years. Bye.